With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The one running back is Gurley. On first down, Tannehill finding time. Dumps it off to Gurley.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
First down, it's Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
With a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down. And stayed in bounds.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Brian Robinson in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
Here's Tannehill surveying the field. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. The one running back is Gurley. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now it's Tannehill. He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
To throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket. Over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than in.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a handoff for Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 3rd and short. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, partner, so much for the change of scenery. From St. Louis to Los Angeles. They gave up 3 field goal blocks last year as the St. Louis Rams.
Yep.
You think maybe in L.A. that might get correct?
Another one here, though, in Los Angeles.
And just think about the people in St. Louis right now.
You think they're smiling?
I'd say it might be more than a smile at this moment. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's Gillisley, and he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this. Second quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that's caught by Tammy. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tannehill on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. Finding time. Looking for Green Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
first and 10, Tannehill. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down is Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Tannehill throwing again. And Robinson with a big catch. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. Play action, it's Tannehill. Dumps it off to Gurley. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And remember, he had 1 blocked earlier. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air one out. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, so you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And it's 3rd down. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Tannehill. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now Tannehill backing up. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Gurley again here on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Coney Ely in on the tackle. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And his first carry, he loses the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He juked him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, and now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
Holding offense.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Rams defense heading back onto the field. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Gillisley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gillisley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Surveying the field, dumps it off to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Tannehill now to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Dorial Green Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the football, they're looking good, but the lead is just 2, so any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult, because you don't want that to leak into your thinking.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 yards to go here on third down. Now Brady. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. This is Gillisley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Muscles him off. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 1 last throw here for Tannehill. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes...